looking into how do your spirit guides view you. Um, what do you need to know, and do they have any messages for you? So we have three piles here. Pile number one is going to be the Caribbean calcite tower. Pile number two is going to be the Druzy agate moon. And pile number three is going to be this Druzy Sphalerite tower. And if you like any of these crystals that you see here, go to Etsy, type in the Starseed Tarot. I have my shop there, and these crystals are for sale, except for this one. This one's in my mystery crystal scoop. So, of course, use your discernment, allow your intuition to choose a pile here for you. And if you feel drawn to more than one crystal, there may be more than one message here for you. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number one, so pause if you need to. All right, pile number one, this is for those of you who chose the Caribbean calcite tower here. We're going to go ahead and get started and see how do your spirit guides view you and what messages do they have here for you. Before I even shuffle, I have a couple things to say. I am hearing that for some of you, you guys have been put through the ringer or thrown through a loop. And then the second thing is that I'm seeing a cardinal outside, and I never see those types of birds, so that may resonate with you in some way. Or your spirit guides visit you in the form of birds. So could be cardinals, could be any type of bird, but the fact that there's a cardinal out here is, I was like, wow. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle. Oh, I did forget to mention that we're going to start with the tarot and then end off with the oracle cards here. And yeah, let's just tap in. Let's see. So how do pile number one spirit guides view them? All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to get some clarifiers here. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have Strength and the Six of Cups. I feel that starting out, this has something to do with either childhood or parents or family members, kind of whoever you grew up with. I feel that there was like a lack of money or a lack of instability when it came to your childhood. But I feel like you guys are that person in the family who is working on breaking cycles, or you have already broken some cycles, some form of like generational curse here, because I feel that this whatever went down between your parents or guardians growing up, or whatever this is when it comes to money or stability, or the lack of, I feel like this is something that you are aware of that had an effect on you, but I feel like this is something that you are recognizing and that you're healing. It's like you're doing something different, and the way that you approach life is in a very different way than your family members. But I feel like this has been something that some form of like cycle that has been repeated through many generations in your family. And I feel that this is spirit really recognizing like you did not have it easy, but you came out on the other end, in a positive way. I just feel like you're very different. I feel like your family, your parents, it's like they may have been kind of selfish when it comes to their time or their energy. It almost feels like a form of neglect in a way. Like they may have been there, but not physically there. It's just very much focused in the wrong areas, which kind of caused you to feel alone. And, saying that you're the black sheep of the family is very I want to say like almost cliche because it's very much overused, but this is giving the energy of the black sheep of the family simply because you are very different when it comes to how you handle your life, your business, and if you have kids, um, it's definitely going about parenting or stability in such a more loving and nurturing way. And if you don't have kids, this could be, towards yourself or towards the people around you. This could be also parents who were very, again, like very selfish when it came to money, maybe using other people for money or just very much focused on that aspect. But it is giving like, selfish. And I feel like you are the complete opposite, where you're just very open to give. Um, this could be giving with expectations of receiving something back. But I feel that you guys, are very giving because it's just a genuine trait that you guys have. All right, let's get some more cards here. All right. Okay. Yeah, just this is very much a confirmation of you guys have successfully worked through um not only the hurt and the pain that took place in your home like as a child, um but they're very much like wanting to put this emphasis on recognizing or more reassuring you that you have successfully broken a generational curse. And I feel that they're very, very proud of you for doing this because this is not easy, especially when, you're raised by two people like this or, however your situation was growing up. Um, when you're raised with authority figures that have this negative outlook on life or a negative mindset, and that really like they it can be contagious. Okay, like being around people like this is the way that you were um, programmed, a product of your own environment. But you have changed this. You didn't, it's like you saw this in them and you didn't use that as an excuse for why you are the way you are now. It's like you saw that and you're like, no, no, that's not me. I'm gonna be better. Like I don't want to be like them. It's like the same water that softens. No, the same water that boils the egg softens the potato, or something like that. Whatever that saying is, it's. I hope you guys know what that saying is because it feels like that's how they're seeing you. Like, this made you so much wiser. Okay. All right, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Let's get some more cards. I do want to say that they are like cheering you on from the sidelines. They're like heavily, heavily around you. Um, a heavy emphasis on birds. I don't usually hear them this loud, and this cardinal is like sitting on a tree right outside my window. And again, that never happens. So heavy, heavy emphasis on that. And okay, so yeah, in your life, it's like you have been put through so many um, painful experiences that would give you so many reasons to allow that to hold you back or allow that to mold you into the person that you are. And I feel like the fact that you just kind of took control of that or took back your power, and you're like, yeah, change needs to happen and it's going to start through me. It's like spirit's like, yeah, go pound number one, you're doing it. Like you're doing it. They're so, so proud of you. There are some ancestors here in the background as well that are like, wow, like pound number one, we knew that you could do it. But like it's almost like they're in awe of you. I'm going to get one more card here to clarify the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. I feel like what they're wanting to say here, the message that they have here for you is that you have never gone through this alone, or you have never done this alone. Again, I feel like this is something that you guys went through in the past and you have already dealt with. Um, but while you were going through such a hard and painful time, this definitely feels like inner work or shadow work. But this is something in regards to um, the way that people around you, I mean, it could be a relationship, take it how it resonates, but people around you in regards to family, I feel like they were always just very negative, trying to like knock you down, trying to stop you. It's like they just were very, their words and their actions were very hurtful. They were very vindictive, I'm hearing, malicious, manipulative. And you spent a lot of nights up like crying, and it's like not being able to sleep because of these emotions that were brought forward because of these other people. And it definitely again feels like going back to childhood, like you feeling like you're stuck, there is no out, like you can't do, like you don't have any options, like you can't walk away or um start fresh. It's like this was your only option, was to stay in this environment and just take it until the time came that you were able to leave. And I feel that that may have been uh, the reason why, once you had the chance to leave, your childhood home, it pushed you forward. Like it gave you so much strength to not be like these people, to not repeat this process. But again, heavy emphasis on you were never alone. It's like they want you to know, even though some, like at the time it didn't seem fair, what it is or what it was that you were put through. They are really trying to get you to hear them, or get you to understand in a way. I don't want to say understand, because again, I feel like you do understand, but they want you to know that the reason why you were put through so much pain and feeling like very trapped, in a box, um, is because that was the way that they could kind of shift the situation to kind of make you feel entrapped and give you that drive to want to push out or get out, like escape type of thing, and start this healing journey, this more enlightened sense of being, of living, not wanting, again, like not wanting to repeat the cycle, in order for you to uh, be the first person to remove generational curses. All right, so let's get into the Oracle deck. So let's see. What does pile number one spirit guides want them to know? Yeah. This is, I want to say again, this is a beautiful confirmation of them um, trying to tell you, like, you did it. Like, congratulations. Like, you did it. You did it. Like, giving you pats on the back. Like, you are so resilient. Okay. Yeah, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And this feels like an energy of like when you were younger, feeling trapped in this box, not having any options to leave, like really suffering. It really put you in a mode, or in it. How do I say this? You may have been a child that zoned out a lot or dissociated a lot, but it was during these painful times, and it was you envisioning your future and what it looks like to not be where you were, and to like to not be around these people, to be different. Definitely, like a lot of fantasizing of everything that you could do once you were able to, again, once you were free. And again, this is spirit recognizing that you have really taken the reins and you're birthing this new creation for generations to come. Your foundation that you're laying down for, your bloodline is a beautiful new, like, positive path. It's like you are giving a better life for generations to come. That's very powerful. Okay, anything else for pile number one? Do I want to take this? I feel like this is the one. Okay. We have Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And there can't be a clearer message that you guys have successfully broken that chain of, again, generational curses that have been passed down. This is also releasing pain and hurt from your being, but with, I know that I have said that, but the reason why I say this again is because this gets passed down in your DNA. So, for example, it's like mental illness. It gets passed down through the DNA. The same thing with things that are unresolved, whether that's anger, hurt, resentment, financial issues, daddy issues, like self-esteem issues, things like that get passed down through your DNA. And this is something that you have healed. And not only is it helping you, but like I said, it's really going to be a positive change for generations to come within your family. And yeah, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. And this just may be you guys wondering a lot, like, am I doing the right thing, or am I on the right path, or have I done it? Do I need to put in any more work? Like, is anything else missing, type of thing? But again, this is spirit really confirming for you guys. You've done it. Like, you've done it, and they're so proud of you for doing this, because this is not an easy task. Okay. And that's what I have for you guys. Pile number one. I hope that it resonated. If it did, leave a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated. And feel free to subscribe to my channel. I come out with free weekly tarot card readings. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number two. All right. Pile number two. This is for those of you who chose the Druzy agate moon. We're going to go ahead and get into your reading. We're going to start off with the tarot cards, and then we'll end with the oracle deck. Let's see, anything else that I'm missing? Oh, yep. And I forgot to say, yeah, so we're going to be looking into how do your spirit guides view you, and do they have any messages here for you? So we'll start by shuffling this tarot deck here. And I am hearing that your spirit guides, like right off the bat, they see you as somebody like very cute, very innocent, very sweet, very like humble, nurturing type of energy. Some of you guys may be cancers or have like cancer placements in your charts. Because there is this cartoon character that I'm seeing, but I don't know her name or what it's from. It's not from Alvin and the Chipmunks, but it's similar to the girl chipmunk, like the little cute small one. I can't remember the name of what I'm seeing, but all right, let's get into it. So, how does pile number two spirit guides see them? Some of you guys like to sing. Some of you guys think that you're not the best at singing, but some of you guys like to sing. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. I feel like you guys are very talented. as well. It's like they do see you very talented. Like you guys maybe some of you guys may have ADHD or ADD. I'm hearing ADHD because the energy that I'm picking up with this card is like starting something, perfecting it, and then going to something else. It's very much like starting a bunch of projects, but it's being very successful in everything that you start. But you guys aren't the type of people to um, allow yourself to get stuck or comfortable. Like you guys are very very like mentally stimulating. um, you may get bored quick. Like once you um, learn something or you perfect something, you're like, okay, on to the next. Like I've done what I needed to do. I've learned what I needed to learn. Um, and what else, like what else is there? How do pile number two's spirit guides view them? And that is a trait that you have that they admire deeply. Like how it's very much like an energy of loving to explore things that, yeah, loving to explore. Here's that confirmation, the hermit in reverse. Loving to explore things that you um, are not educated on or that you are interested in. It's like exploring either. Here's a couple of examples. It's like people's minds, how they work, or different cultures, different languages, different dances. There's a heavy emphasis on people and how their brains work, kind of like the psychology behind it. But again, those are just kind of examples of kind of wanting to dig deeper. This is very much like, not surface level type of exploring. It's like this genuine curiosity towards like mankind or the nature on this earth, how things work, why they work that way. How do pile number two? Okay, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you guys are never, and this sounds this sounds negative, but it's not. And let me explain, because I'm hearing like you guys are never satisfied with where you're at. And what I guess they mean by that is, um, it's like once you get to the bottom of whatever it is that you are exploring, or whatever it is that you're, yeah, we'll say exploring or venturing into, once you get to the bottom of it, or you have experienced it, um, you don't, again, like you don't stay there. You're like, this is cool, like that was cool. Now I'm going to look in this other direction. And it's not in the same category. Like you don't stay in the how do I say this, in the same category. It's like, liking a crystal, for example, like liking agate, and like learning where it comes from and how it's created, how people um, make it, carve it, sell it, and then you're like, okay, that's cool. Now I'm gonna look into, and now your interest is somewhere else, whether it's a different crystal or it's a whole different category. Like, oh, that's cool, but I just saw, this TikTok of like, serial killers. So now I want to see like, how their minds work. It's very much like bouncing all over the place, really wanting to know. The big question that you guys, I feel, have always had is why, wanting to know or get to the bottom of why. And again, this is something that they really admire about you. Like they really push you to keep exploring, keep that adventurous type of energy here. And it's like whatever you guys try, um, let's see, whatever you guys chase after, in a creative sense, whether that's learning how to draw, paint, make jewelry, whatever this is, whatever you guys um, go after, it's always, again, like always very successful. And the reason why is because you guys have so much knowledge, and I feel like this is something that's like more in your subconscious. It's a subconscious knowledge of how things work, and a deeper understanding that you may not even uh, like in the moment. This is information that you have within, but you don't pull this out and utilize it. It's just like it's there. But that's the reason why you are always so successful when it comes to um, what it is that you chase after. Also, if there is something that you chase after, for example, like a person, and you feel like the red flags, or you feel like the vibe is off, and it just feels like, um, I don't like the way that this feels, or that this person makes me feel. You guys are definitely somebody to up and leave. Like, you guys are not somebody to um, stick around and feel it out. Like, you really, you are very much guided by your intuition, and I feel that your spirit guides have a very strong connection with you when it in regards to your intuition. It's like, I don't feel like you guys ask them for a whole lot, if any, um, and I feel like they definitely respect that. But they definitely encourage you, like, when there are situations or people that are not, it's like it's not meant for you, or it's not going to lead you towards like success, or the progress that you would like to make. Your spirit guides really strengthen that connection that you have with your intuition that pushes you away. It's like they very much um, kind of ignite that warning sign within your intuition, and you're like, yeah, no, this is not it. Like, this person or this situation is, it's not for me. And you just keep moving forward. And that is why, again, you guys are so successful, very like enlightened, very balanced, very happy within your life. And I feel that they do, again, like, this is something that they admire, an aspect of yourself that they admire, because I feel like there are some ancestors here as well, kind of similar to pile number one, but some ancestors um, that got too comfortable in their situation. And it's 444 on the clock right now. Definitely ancestors that when they were here, they got too comfortable with people or situations that they knew weren't good for them, or they knew that, these things were holding them back, but they still stayed. And we can't blame them or judge them, for, I'm sure that they had their reasons. But what you're doing right now is something that they wish that they did. So, being able to be on the sidelines and see you um, exploring, having fun, always doing something new, it really makes them proud. That you are carrying on like their last name, or that you are part of their bloodline. Um, they're very, very proud. They're very proud. And I feel like, you guys could have had a rough childhood, or something like that that kind of gave you this drive, but I'm more feeling like this is just your personality. This is just who you naturally are. um, and I feel like maybe these ancestors had they may have struggled with being their authentic self, or there was just a lot of restrictions with these ancestors. And so this sense of freedom that you guys are interesting. Okay. The sense of freedom that you guys are experiencing, that you guys are living, they love it. And this may be for just like one of you or a couple of you, but I'm definitely seeing like how, I don't want to get the name of the country wrong. Give me a second. Let me double check before I say it, because I don't, uh, I want to be very clear. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, it was. Um, I'm seeing like those girls like in Iran who are um, activists, who are fighting for like their rights, who are actively doing this, like dancing in public, wearing things that they feel more comfortable with wearing, just expressing their freedom publicly, no matter the consequences. And though I feel like maybe you're okay, I'm hearing this strongly too. Some of you, it may just be one person watching this, but I'm hearing like taking off the hijab, and that may be something that maybe at least one of you are doing, just like experiencing a new sense of freedom. You guys may be activists as well, um, but I really like this energy. I do. It's like bringing forth that change in a very like activist way, of why live life like this. Like, why do I have to live life the way that we're programmed to live it? I want to be free and I want to experience freedom. I want to experience everything. So I'm going to do that. Um, we have the 10 of Pentacles here. Let me get two more cards here for you guys. There is somebody's spirit guide here that is very, very loud and clear. And again, this is for like maybe a couple people or just one person. I'm not sure, but it's definitely, they're like putting a heavy emphasis on somebody here is um, taking off like the hijab, like they're letting their hair free. Like I'm hearing that so loudly, and I feel like this is something that maybe they weren't um, able to do at the time. These ancestors, I'm not sure, but they're so supportive of your decisions, and that goes for everybody watching as well, not just that one scenario. They are very supportive, but that one spirit guide is very, very loud and clear. So I have to speak on it. I have to speak on it. Yeah, I'm hearing like this is definitely you guys are definitely the type of person that won't confirm not confirm won't conform to society's um, expectations of how this is supposed to look like this. It's like you guys are like, no thanks, no thanks. I don't want to be a part of that. I'm I'm good. Let's see. And the last thing here, a message here from them is they really see you guys or admire you guys for having this truth, like this authentic self of, this form of wanting to be free, wanting to explore, being an activist, doing things differently. Um, they admire the way that you hold on to this very tightly. You do not let anybody shake you. You don't let anybody, question if you've made the wrong decisions or question who you are as a person. You are very self assured. And this is the reason why you guys do find success in what it is that you are fighting for, going after, whatever it is. You guys are very, very blessed, and this is like Spirit's message, wanting you guys to know that they are bringing forth these blessings for you guys, making such a huge change because it is helping raise the vibration and the frequency of humanity on this earth. They love what you have to put out in the world. And every time you put something out in the world, whether that's just you yourself or information or, light and love, things like that, they always, always follow through with those blessings for you guys. And we have, yeah, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? What would you do? Though I feel that you guys don't need to know that you're supported. It's like, this is how I feel, and this is what I'm going to do. And if you feel like maybe you're questioning this, you haven't necessarily stepped into this energy yet, this is definitely spirit trying to give you that push forward, to trust, what it is that you're feeling and what it is that you're being drawn to do or pulled towards. But again, I feel like most of you guys do trust this path that you're on, because you have been venturing out and you always find um, happiness or fulfillment, again, like victory and success on the other side, okay. Okay, we have inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And this is very interesting because, again, like with this card, I'm picking up heavy on the religion, specifically Muslim, but you don't have to be, but that is for sure like a confirmation for somebody out there. I'm heavily picking up on Muslim, and I feel that this is like, it's like whatever you were taught, like I don't want to say your core values, but it feels right. It's like whatever you were taught growing up, like, for example, we have to go to church or the temple, or we have to pray. This is how we are supposed to live our life, like devoted to whoever it is that they believe in, type of thing. I feel like you guys do have a sense of something bigger than us, though I feel like it's very personal to you. Like you recognize that there's something bigger than us, but you take it um, your like your own route. It's like, I feel that what's being taught is very confined, and I want to be able to or I feel like it's right, or it's more natural to go about it in this way, like respect them or connect with them, however you guys go about it, um, but to do it in a more free way, not in a fear in a fearful way or a scarcity mindset way. Whoa, whoa. Okay, yeah. So some of you guys, may have yet to step into this energy. Um, I feel that, specifically with whatever that, with what the spirit guide was saying, maybe for just one person about taking off the hijab, I feel that maybe there is a little bit of a fear here, and for some of you guys, this is spirit really pushing you to do that thing, to um, make the choice to follow through with it, like they're here to heavily support you through that. um, so I feel, okay, we have share your voice, come out of the cave, um, persecution and expression. Sorry, it took me a second to read that word or figure out how to pronounce it right. um, and with the share your voice, like I said, there's two groups of people here. So there's one group that is currently like actively sharing their voice, sharing their opinions or speaking their truth. And spirit's like, yeah, yeah, pound number two, you doing the right thing. Like, we are cheering you on. Go you, like, keep fighting. For the other half of you, this is something that you guys may be a little hesitant to step into. But again, it's like spirit's like pushing you, like, do it, do it, do it. Like, don't think that, or don't be scared. That's what it is. Don't be scared. Like, we got you. Just, you know, give it a try. Just do it. And warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? And again, for some of you, it's like spirit's like, there's a reason why you feel so strongly um, like this way, or about a certain thing or a certain person. Like, there's a reason why this really ignites a fire within your soul. What are you going to do? How are you going to fight this, or how are you going to go about it? For the rest of you, this is definitely like I said, like, this is spirit recognizing, for all of you, actually, that you guys are warriors. Maybe you guys could have um, started a worrier and changed to a warrior, you know? Um, all right, and the last card we have is Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. And like I was saying before, you guys have their support, their guidance, and most importantly, a deep, deep sense of protection here. Um, and I feel that they're really, again, like pushing you or pulling you towards a way of being when it comes to your authentic self. Like they're really igniting that flame within you for a reason. And I feel like you guys are here like earth angels, like earth healers in a sense, to really help, again, like raise the vibration of this earth and humanity. It's very much like you guys are here to make a change, and I love that for you guys. So pile number 2, that is what I have for you. If it resonated, leave a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe. I post weekly free tarot card readings here on my channel, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started with pile number 3. All right, pile number 3, for those of you who chose the Druzy Sphalerite Tower, we're going to go ahead and tap in and see how your spirit guides view you, and if they have any messages here for you. We're going to go ahead and get started with the tarot deck, and then we will end with the oracle cards over here. I do want to say, though, right off the bat, this message that I'm getting is very similar to pile number 2. So you may have been drawn to that pile, or if you know, if you weren't, feel free to check out that reading, that pile. Um, and the reason why I say that is because I am hearing that you guys are very much like the type of people to go against the grain. It's like you guys aren't afraid to be different. Like I'm hearing like dare to be different type of thing. You guys don't care that much about fitting in. It really gives me an energy of embracing your uniqueness. And I feel that this is something that, again, like your spirit guides notice about you, and they really love that aspect about you. So let's see, how do pile number 3's spirit guides view them? Usually I don't take cards that come out in this way. I usually just take one at a time, but we're just gonna take them all. All right, so we have the 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords. And those are just, the other names for, coins, sticks, things like that. Let's see. I feel that you guys have a very playful energy. You guys are very much, it's giving me like a youthful, childlike type of energy. Very similar to pile number 2, because I am getting very curious as well. And I feel like you guys, I like this. It's like you guys, ever since you were a kid, you've had this trait, this personality trait, that it's like you guys are not afraid to say what it is that you think or what's on your mind. Um, and it's the reason why I laugh is because the things that you say, it's definitely like, you definitely speak out on things that you don't understand or things that don't make sense to you. Um, and it may be in a form of like calling somebody out, but it's not in a malicious way. It's just like, it's like asking somebody like, why do you do that? But I feel like, in society there are things that people kind of like put a filter on, like, oh, we don't say that, like we don't ask those questions. That's not you, pile number 3. You guys are like, why not? Like, I want to know, like, why is this person such an asshole? Like, like, um it's definitely like, oh, what's the right word to say this? It's like you guys have no filter, and I like that. Like, it's in such a good way. Um, all right, give me 1 second here. Okay, so as I was saying, very much like unfiltered way of speaking. And again, it doesn't seem like very cutthroat or very aggressive. It's the way that you guys speak. It's 5:05 on the clock right now as well. The way that you guys speak definitely makes people see things in a different light. Um, and I feel like for you guys, it's just something slight, like something little, like that really changes the perspective of people. You guys also may be very good at giving advice. Um, and it's like, for example, when a bunch of business people are in a room and they're very almost like fake nice to each other, and everybody's kind of like putting on an act of like how they're supposed to be. It's like you would come into a room and be kind of authentic and um, ask a question or say something that really like brings this youthful, playful, childlike energy to everybody in the room, that really brings forth this feeling of being comfortable or being welcomed. It makes people feel like they don't have to wear a mask, or it makes people realize that they have been, and it may even make them ask themselves like, why do I do this? You know, like that's a good point, even if they don't, let you know that. Um, and yeah, I feel like the things that you guys say are definitely in regards to um, ask. It's like asking a question or calling somebody out for um, negative ways of thinking, negative perspectives, outlooks on life. It's a form of negativity within their life, because for you guys, it's definitely like you guys are living like a more free flowing type of life. It's like just very fun, very light, very fun. It's not, you guys don't take um, life that serious, because it's meant to be lived and enjoyed. And I feel like you're definitely somebody that either helps people understand, how to be like you, or how to experience life in that way. Or again, it's definitely like calling somebody out, like, um, I don't know, you guys, I don't know the right way to put this into words, but you guys have such a good way with words and the way you express yourself that, makes it so that you guys aren't coming off rude or judgmental, but it's like you definitely see people for who they truly are. And again, it's like spirit likes this about you. It's like they want you to know um, that this is a very powerful trait of yours. How does pile number three's spirit guides view them? Okay, we also have a loud truck outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. We have the Queen of Coins in reverse. And I want to know more about this, but again, this does feel like a confirmation of you guys calling people out for being what it is that they really mean, or what it is that they're really doing. How people kind of uh, fabricate what it is that they want to say in order to get what they want, type of thing. It's like you definitely seeing right through that, and shedding light on like, okay, so this is what you're doing, or okay, so is this what you really mean? Like, what's going on here? Okay, so we have the Eight of Coins. Let's see. How does pile number three spirit guides see them? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we have the Eight of Coins, the Five Well, Eight of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Ten of Cups. Okay, let me clarify with one more card here. I feel like people do for the way that you are, or the way that people perceive you, definitely feels like they kind of underestimate you. They do view you in a light of like being childish, or um, maybe young or immature. And I feel that it's really not the case here. Like, you guys have done a lot of work in your life, whether that's internally or externally. You've experienced a lot. You do know a lot. You have a lot of knowledge, and I feel like that makes people very almost on edge. It makes them feel defensive in a way, because they do feel like maybe it's like they view you as somebody who is living in La La Land. And Spirit wants you to know that this is the reason why you may feel that sometimes people try to like attack you, whether that's, verbally. It's like they people don't always treat you the nicest. And the reason why, again, is like they feel very defensive around you. They feel like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're too young or naive or something like that. And they feel like this dream of yours, or the life, I don't know, that you're wanting to live, or the goals you have, something like that. It's like they definitely feel like um, your outlook on life and how you see yourself, or how you see, life can just be lived like this. It can be very simple. You don't have to do all of this. Like, you can just have fun and be happy, and that can just be your life. And people, um, I see people really attacking that aspect of yourself, or that perspective that you have, because people, again, like, are are very set in their ways, and they're like, life isn't just full of like peaches and roses type of thing. But it really is. It really is. But I feel like um, sometimes, people make it harder for themselves. And you are a fantastic example of how easy life can be. You don't have to take it that serious. Like, it's just, life can be fun, and that's it. And um, let's see. Yeah, and I'm just hearing for a lot of you guys, like, these people just think that you're very young, or you don't know what you're talking about, but you do know what you're talking about, because that's the reason why you are at where you're at. You've made this beautiful life for yourself, whether that's externally or internally. It's very, again, like, enlightened. And which is interesting that enlightenment comes out in reverse here, because um, you're meant, okay, I feel that the message here from Spirit is that you're meant to cross paths with people who are very much in the dark, who are set in their ways, who feel like, they don't have a lot of options when it comes to, um, for example, like, maybe they have a passion or a drive to uh, make a business, like a food truck business, but they feel like that's not realistic. It's a huge feeling of people who are thinking that this mindset of, oh, how do I explain this? You cross paths with people who feel like the only thing that is realistic in order for somebody to be happy or successful or get money it's supposed to look like the way that society has formed it to be. And you are here to show people, as an example, by the life that you live, that it doesn't have to be like that. And it's okay for some of you guys. I definitely see you guys asking people, like, do you really like this job? Like, is this really where you want to be? Or, do you just like the numbers on your paycheck? It's, something like that. Like, um, again, when I say, like, the words that you hold or that you express are very powerful. It is because um, sometimes this really does help change the perspectives of others. Like, they look at your life, or how well you're doing, and they're like, how do they do that? Like, they still have some growing up to do. But it's, again, it's not the case. You're grown, or you've grown up, and this is what you've learned. We have Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. And then we have birthing a new age. Yeah, very similar to pile number 2, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So again, like, you are very guided here by your spirit guides, by your intuition and your ancestors. And yeah, just very much changing the structure in which humanity has been built on, where you are located at, helping change perspectives in order to kind of break people out of this miserable like lifestyle and bring them into something that's more authentic, raising the vibrations. Yeah, a lot of you guys came from pile number 2. If you didn't, I definitely would suggest that you go back and watch that pile, because these 2 cards came out as well. But we have devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And see, this is the reason why you are so abundant and blessed. It's because you guys are very tapped in. You guys are very tuned in. And I feel like you know this. Um, and you're very devoted to helping people learn how to be their authentic self, or how to break out of, this this box that they put society in, and, like, go to school, go to college, and then work this job for the rest of your life, pay off those debts, and then pay off the debt to the house. You're definitely like, just be free, just release yourself from that. We have sisterhood of the rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So, I'm going to get one more card, but it's very clear that you guys are here to be like shaman, teachers, healers, and really, like, set that example of how humanity is supposed to look like, or, are supposed to live. We have star mother, how can you mother yourself? But I feel like this is more of your energy when it comes to that feeling of coming with this energy of warmth and nurturing, and making people feel comfortable and safe and welcomed, and being able to say things in a way that's not judgmental, but it's in a way of, compassion, and caring. I, again, feel like this is one of your um, strongest traits, and what you have been put on this earth here to do. It's part of your soul journey. So pile number 3, I hope that resonated. If it did, leave a comment down below. Let me know how it resonated with your situation. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe. I post free weekly tarot card readings here on this channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.